How many years am I going to review movies where Santa ends up in jail? Ernest Saves Christmas is an interesting artifact to tackle in a time so far removed from the Ernest P. Worrell zeitgeist. It's just not the kind of movie franchise we have anymore. A whole series of comedies where the the only consistent element, is just one guy's big, wacky, zany performance, let alone having all that originate from a character who started in advertising. The second Ernest film out of 9 sees the perpetually cheerful and exceptionally chaotic lead roped in with a fast-talking runaway, trying to reunite Santa with his magical bag of toys. Meanwhile, Santa himself finds he's been hanging on to the job longer than he should have, and tries to convince a jaded children's entertainer to take up his mantle. The dynamic between Ernest and his temporary sidekick Harmony is endearing enough. At the very least, Noelle Parker has a charisma that can somewhat ground Ernest's scenes emotionally, even past all the copious 90s cheese that is her dialogue and costuming. Ernest himself is such a complete cartoon character that it's easy to find him annoying, but it actually helps make the very rare scenes where he quiets down a bit and shows some real humanity land surprisingly well. An issue with the movie is that it's not very focused. It cuts around a lot and lets very little breathe. As an allegedly grown adult, humor that relies so much on juvenile stuff like silly faces and super broad, nonsensical slapstick probably shouldn't get to me, but I can't help it that this movie succeeded in making me laugh pretty often. There's one sequence in the film that's just shot like one of the Ernest commercials, and it genuinely made me bust a gut. The highlight of the movie is any scene led by Douglas Seal, though. Guy's a quintessential Santa Claus, and he's who I'd describe as the movie's real protagonist. This is another cute, sweet one if you vibe with the over-the-top humor.